kinds of noises, bro.
It's because it's hot out.
Yeah?
It's like keeping it cool on the
It
inside.
sounded like that donkey when I was coming in. Who's winning? Is there a tournament still or what?
They just finished the game, so
Oh, yeah?
I'll start a new one.
Thomas, it's for you. We all just wanted to thank you so much for everything that you do on a daily basis, because we know sometimes it goes unnoticed, and we work at 1,000 miles an hour, but what you do for us is pretty amazing, and we all wanted to get you something, so this is for you.
Well, that is unreal.
Yeah, I don't really know what
I'm
this
humbled
means,
right now.
but this is supposedly really
I'm
good
more of a
surfboard.
giver, not a taker.
Yeah, well,
You know
here you go.
This is uncomfortable for me. It really is.
Apparently it's a good surfboard.
It's an amazing surfboard. Firewire, yeah. This is the future of surfboards. This is so sick.
Of course, it's from all of us, so
Thank you very much.
You guys do.
I'm humbled. Thank you very much. That is awesome. Thank you guys for everything. Dr. Icabone for this opportunity. You know, even more so, I want to thank Joey for really working with me. I do. You know, he's made, you know, he's really made helped me be successful. And more so, even the warehouse guys when I first started.
Yeah.
Faro, Thomas, Adam, Mandrew, all of the guys, Robert, all those guys really helped me get going.
Yeah,
in
no,
Raw.
you're kicking ass, man.
They were really essential in me getting going, and beast mode, you know, can't you know, they really helped me and get this going, you know.
Yeah, well,
I feel humbled right now and very blessed to be part of Raw and just have all you guys in my La Familia, and you know, this is amazing.
Well, we appreciate you, man.
You know, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas.
You know, it's amazing. The team at Raw is unbelievable.
Yeah,
you know,
we got a
from
good
the bottom
team.
down, from everyone. You know,
Agreed.
from the cleaning girls to everybody all the way to the top.
Totally agree, man.
You know, it's just not only amazing people, but amazing products.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
You know. So thank you very much.
Bro, you need to give a full interview of the Zonky.
No problem. You know, so this ranch has been in our family's life probably about 40 years.
About this?
So, initially when I got here, when I tied out of service, I came and took over the ranch. We had all these empty stalls. I decided to rescue a bunch of animals. Most of my animals here are all rescues. The mini donkeys are rescued. They're either abandoned or abused. All right. The zebra, except for her, I went and bought actually 2 zebras, 6 months old. I drove west of San Antonio. I was going to try baby zebras. That was my dream, have baby zebras. So I ran a special van, drove west of San Antonio to an exotic equine facility that sells exotic equine. Picked up 2 baby zebras, 6 months old, male, female, brought them back. Zola now is about 7, and about 3 years into it, a diamondback rattlesnake killed my male zebra.
No way.
Yes, I have it buried over there in the pasture. So when that happened, Zola, she got depressed. She didn't eat for a month. She was done. She was finished. She lost her mate, her best friend. She was finished. So one day I put all my animals together, and Dominic, one of my mini donkeys over there, one of my stud donkeys, went right to Zola, mounted her, and basically 13 months later I had a zonky. Now about 2 weeks after that happened, Zola flipped a switch. Her head lifted up. She was happy again. She started eating. She had a purpose in life.
That's awesome.
So something really positive came out of something really tragic.
Yeah.
So that's where Zany the Zonkey came from. He doesn't leave his mom's side, you know.
So cool.
All my donkeys, even picture Matilda over there, they don't leave each other's side. Everyone has a buddy. So, you know, when I'm not at Raw, I'm here rescuing animals. Or now I'm going surfing, so I'm out of here. You guys can clean up, I'm gone. I'm out.
Go.
So,
Do
you
it.
know. But, you know, with Zany, something really positive happened out of something so tragic, losing my male zebra,
Yeah,
you know?
that's so cool.
Yeah, you know, so it's, this ranch is a special place for sure, you
Beautiful.
know? Made out of a certain
All right, so it's the day after my triathlon, and we decided to do an event, kind of like a get-together for the team here. It's all the warehouse guys, marketing guys, pretty much everyone who works for Raw, but really like Thomas, who owns this piece of property. This is in my neighborhood. So I met Thomas because he was the security guard at the front of my neighborhood. And when I first moved in, he's like the guy who, like, no bullshit. Like, he was always happy, always had a good like, you know, attitude when I would come in. Because I don't have the stickers on my car, so I stop every time to say what's up, and he has to open the gate for me. And I just was like, damn, this guy's incredible. He's always happy. He's always in a good mood. He's always positive. I would love to see if I could get him eventually to work for Raw, because that's what I do. I just look for good people. And over time, I started noticing he was like only working overnight shifts. He was working like 24 hours a day some days. So I asked him coming in the gate, I was like, hey man, like I would love to hire you for my company if you were interested. And he's like, yeah man, like basically I don't get paid shit, and they kind of like abuse me here because I just say yes too much. And I ended up hiring him. So I doubled his salary that he was making, and now he's with me full time. And he literally, the reason why we're here is because he does like anything and everything we need him to do, like from like fixing stuff to managing the property to managing all the vendors, trucks coming in, repairs, building furniture, cleaning, anything we ask him to do he does with like a smile on his face. So we're super grateful for it. But like the coolness is this piece of property in my neighborhood, I guess he inherited it from his uncle. It's been in his family forever, and like his claim to fame are these things called zonkies. So he literally rescued 2 zebras, and one of his donkeys actually impregnated one of the zebras, and now he's like world famous for zonkies, and people pay a shit ton of money for these things. So if you look right here, this thing's like a zebra from like the legs down.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm brushing the zebra, so he's letting me.
Hello, bud.
I'm brushing the zebra.
What's the zebra's name? Which is like the coolest thing ever. I don't think there's like a lot of these. I think this is like the only one like ever or something. So pretty cool story. So that's how we met Thomas, and now we came over to his house for the appreciation day, and we got him a surfboard. He loves surfing. He's like wins all these surfboard competitions, and he's just an awesome guy. So if whatever we can do to make him feel like he's part of the team, part of the family, it's just been really cool to have him. Feeling good? Ready?
Okay.
I feel you.
It's not the serve and then the turn.
Yeah, okay. I know it was opposites of what. No, you're good.
Out. That's right. Playing smart, baby.
You're ready to bring the heat.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Excited to work together.
Yeah, and Carla, you know I love you, so thank you.
Yeah, all right, take care, guys.
Thanks,
Great
guys.
to see you. We'll talk soon. All right, bye-bye.
All right. The winner of the truck is here, I believe, right? So are we gonna go meet him? All right, so the guy who won the Raptor, super cool story. He like bought one thing a long time ago from us, and when we did the giveaway for the Raptor, we only targeted a new audience for it, for ads. One of the ads got him, he bought it, and he won. So he's here, he just flew in this morning. We're gonna give him the keys today, and should be exciting. So should we do that now, and then should I do the recap of the try after?
Okay.
All right, let's do that. Bet. It's built different. What's up, man?
How's it going?
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Of course.
Matt. Nice to meet
Oh
you.
yeah, nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you. Congrats on the car.
This is my boy Mike.
Oh, what's up, bro? Don, pleasure. Nice to meet you, man.
Matt. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
How'd it feel? How'd you find out? Who told you first? The lawyers?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I asked, yeah.
Did you really?
Then I heard back from him over email and confirming it. I was like, oh my God. Like that's when I first was like, whoa.
Have you driven it yet?
No. But that was, I spent about 24 hours convincing myself it was a scam.
Can't get too excited.
just to make sure, you know, I don't give out my social security number to some random guy. But
Fuck yeah, dude.
Then
awesome, man.
he emailed me back on like a Friday. I'm about to drive down to New Jersey, and then I'm like the whole 5 hours. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Like
That is awesome.
It was crazy, but yeah, and now we're here.
Dope. Would you guys do?
All the way back?
Yes.
Were you all the way to Jersey?
New Hampshire. I'm from New
Okay.
Hampshire.
Okay.
Dropped him off in Massachusetts.
Okay. What part of Mass?
22 or so.
20 minutes north of Boston.
Okay. Very cool. Awesome.
Little ways, 20 hours.
That'll be good. I've done that drive many times. I'm from Rhode Island, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was born there, so I used to take this drive all the time.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be my longest I've driven was to like the Outer Banks from up where we were.
Got it. I used to stop in like the Carolinas.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That like you go past that like south of the border place. Have you ever driven by that before?
Yeah.
It's like a huge sombrero.
Okay.
Like it's like a store,
I've
but
seen a
it's
picture of
it's
that.
insane.
Yeah.
It's the wildest place ever. I wouldn't stop there. There's probably like serial killers there. So like next exit, but you'll see it. Yeah.
You guys have a Buc-ee's too. Have you guys been to Buc-ee's?
Oh yeah.
I've never been.
I went to one in Texas.
There's no Buc-ee's though, right?
On the drive up there.
Yeah.
Is there?
In Georgia, there'll be
There's
buckets.
actually
Really?
one like a couple hours north of here in Florida.
Really?
Yeah. They just opened
It's like a full-on experience.
They are building one somewhere close. Yeah. Apparently they're insane. But like people who live near them like avoid them at all costs. That's like a tourist thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it a lot. It'll fit. We might need a bigger truck.
Yeah.
Might need the R.
You shit out of luck on that one. I'm actually annoyed because we fit 37s on yours on a wider wheel, and I did that on the R and it didn't work.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm a little mad. I'm a little jealous of the stance that your truck has compared to mine.
Y'all send us a picture of how many buns you drink on your 20-hour drive.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Probably give them some cold ones.
a lot. I miss.
Should we go out there?
Yeah, we gotta get some photos of
Let's do it. Come on.
the cash.
You got it? Okay, I'm gonna wire him the actual cash. Yeah.
We're not gonna
Do you have bank account information?
Yeah.
Can you send it to whoever you talk to?
Yeah.
I'll wire it today.
Okay.
So you'll get it today.
Should give him a bag of cash. Would have been cool.
Then he gets robbed, and then I'd feel horrible.
Someone jacks the truck out of the bag of cash.
At least we got that stuff.
But yeah.
We'd be left with that.
You want to take some pics out there? That's what we do. Don't spend it all in one place. All right, let's go.
This is copy.
This thing is so sick. Funny story, I thought this was black when I bought it.
Really?
Yeah, but I actually like the blue. The blue's super cool.
Oh, the blue was really
Yeah, it's dope. Yeah, they did a really good job. The lab did the whole build.
Yeah.
So the lab did the full build on
They're
it.
like 3 hours.
Yeah.
from me.
Yeah, so if you ever have any issues, like, I'll put you in touch with Gio, and he'll take care of you.
I thought about.
Getting a little humid?
What did I do?
All right, that's a wrap. Say goodbye to the Raptor. Say hi to Nicholas.
Hi.
Pleasure, man. Safe travels, bro. For real. Pleasure, man.
I'll be back. I gotta get a lift in there.
All right, do it up.
Congrats,
All right.
man.
Awesome.
Enjoy it.
Alright guys, so this video is post triathlon, and I thought I would do it because I think I've learned some like really valuable lessons doing it, and just my overall experience for anyone who hasn't done one in the past. I think it's something that would be really good to learn and understand. Number one, when it came to the swim, the bike, and the run, I would say if you took all of those things together and you collaboratively put them apart, I would say I did basically no swimming. Like I would swim maybe twice a week, but like not anything great. I definitely know how to swim though. I've never swam in open water before, so this triathlon was in open water. Biking and running I did all the time. I love biking and running, so I had no issues there. So the morning of, I woke up at about 4:15. I got there at about 5:30. No, 5:30, somewhere in between there. And I had no idea what I was doing. So this was my first triathlon, didn't understand anything. So I basically had to put my bike, my shoes, everything into the transition section of the the event and lay everything out. And then once you put everything in there at a certain time, they close it and you can't go back in. So I think my shakeout run, I had a run, my coach had me do like a little like warm-up run and like a stretch before, and my heart rate is usually like super low, like super low. But on my shakeout run, I noticed I was running like a 9-minute mile pace, and my heart rate was like 160, which is like super high for me. So I knew like the nerves were definitely getting to me. So my goal was I was just gonna go to the beach a little early, sit on the beach and just chill, just like watch the sunrise or whatever. So transition area closed. I went to the beach probably 15 minutes before we were supposed to start. I just sat there and I just kind of like tried to like get my body in control, try to like breathe, like focus on what I was going to do in the water. And I think it made me more scared just because of the fact that, again, like I realized I had never swam in open water. And like when you swim laps in a pool, you know, you only see like 25 meters or 25 meters ahead of you, right? So you're like going back and forth. But when you see like the distance in the water, like how far you actually have to swim, it's fucking far, right? So I started to freak out again, and the second I got into the water, so I got up to the front of the line, some guy was making like a funny comment about like, oh, I usually don't go first because like sharks or some shit. So then I was like, oh my fucking God, like what the fuck am I doing? So anyway, so it was like the way that they like started people was based off of cap color. So like age group and whatever you were doing. So I did the longest distance one that they had at this event, and I was in like the most competitive age group. So they put us up front. So go in the water. I swim out to the first like inflatable Dorito thing, and at that time you're supposed to make a right and then go all the way down, make a left, a U-turn around the furthest like Dorito, and then go all the way back and then left back in. And I literally got in the water and I had a fucking panic attack within like 2 minutes, like full blown. I was swimming, water was like shooting in my mouth and my nose, I couldn't breathe. And then I couldn't touch the ground. So I just like literally, I think my heart rate on my whoop said it was at like 210 at one point during the race. And I almost quit like instantly. I literally think I was like 4 or 5 minutes into this, and I was just like, fuck this. Like the current was ripping. I couldn't really swim. It looked like I was swimming in place. And I literally just laid on my back for like 3 minutes, and I just was like, first of all, like, no fucking way are you quitting. Like, this is absolutely insane. You're not going to quit this early. Like, you just have to get your heart rate down and like collect yourself and then like get around this corner. And once you get around this corner, you're going to be okay. So I did it. I got around the corner. I like collected all my thoughts. I started swimming like I knew I could, but by that point I was literally the last person out of the pool or out of the ocean. I think there was one person behind me. I think there's a picture of like one person behind me. So I was like, fuck, like, if I'm gonna do anything, I have to make it up on the bike and the run. And I knew I could, because my bike and my run are super strong, and I practiced the shit out of them. So I ran to transition. My heart rate was still going crazy, but I got on the bike pretty quick, and I probably passed, I would say, close to 100 people on the bike, like right away. I got on the bike, I caught up to the furthest group behind, and I just started ripping around them. At one point I was literally in the street. I wasn't even in like the lane, because I was going like 24, 25 miles an hour. I think I got up to like 27, 28 at one point, just trying to get in front of everybody. And I made up a lot of ground there. I think I got back into the transition for T2 in like 20th place. And I was pretty smoked, but again, like I knew I just had to keep going. So I just slipped on. I didn't have the little like drawstring laces for my shoes, so I like pre-tied them a little bit loose so I knew I could slip them on. And I just did that. I basically just slipped them over my socks, and I just ran right out. And I passed a few people on the run, and I ended up finishing in 17th place overall and second in my age group. But it was an experience. It was definitely like doing this all separately is so much easier than putting it all together. And I think one of the reasons is fueling your body, right? Like you can go for a 3-hour bike ride, and you can go for a 10-mile run, or you can go for a whatever swim, but fueling yourself throughout all of that and making sure you do it at the right time, so you're not like, you know, getting like your stomach upset by having too much fluid in it, or, you know, not enough fluid with too much salt and like feeling like you're gonna puke. It's just like a very finite line, and that's one thing that I nailed. I didn't have any issues cramping. I didn't have any issues the whole entire race. So before the race, I had one piece of bread with some like butter on it. That's all I had before the race. And then swam, that was all I had before I swam. I got back to the transition for T1, and I had my front mounted hydration had 2 scoops of fuel in it with 1 packet of Replenish, and then I had a second bottle with the same thing in it, and I had a half of a ketone IQ in each, so a full ketone IQ split between both. And as soon as I got on the bike, this is the first race I had a front mount hydration, so it was awesome to be able to just sip and ride and not have to like go back and grab my bottle every time I needed to get a drink. So that helped a ton. So I finished both of those bottles on my ride. So during my bike, I did 50 grams, no, during my bike, I did 100 grams of carbs, and I did 2 packets of Replenish. And then when I got back to the transition station for T2, I had 1 more in gel, so that was another 20 grams of carbs. And then I started my run, and at mile 3 of my run, I had another more in gel of 20 grams of carbs, and that was it. And the rest of the time on my run, I just dabbed salt on my finger, and I just like licked my finger the whole time and just drank water and poured water on my head. The run was super fucking hot. So what I did at every aid station is I would just like take a sip of water and just throw the rest on my head because it was really cold. And it just made my heart rate drop like instantly, and I felt really good when I did it. But that was it. I mean, it was the coolest thing I ever did for sure. Definitely one of the hardest things I've ever done, and I'm 1,000% like now fully addicted to the sport, and I just want to get better and better and better at it. And that involves open water swimming, so I'm definitely going to start implementing open water swimming at least once or twice a week, just to get used to like waves getting hit in the face. Because I will tell you right now, like it doesn't matter how much you practice in a pool, the second you get out there, it is so different. So different, nothing will prepare you for it, I think, besides just doing it and doing it more often. And that was it. It was an awesome race. I actually took Hercules' bandana, the bandana he had when he passed away. I took that off I keep it in my truck, and I took it off and I put it in my suit after the swim, and I did the whole race with him. So there were definitely times where it was like, fuck, like this sucks, and I just like visually saw him like running or like next to my bike or running next to me when I was running. So it made it definitely go by a lot better. And I would highly encourage anyone to do it. It's one of the hardest things, but one of the most rewarding things. And that was my experience on my first triathlon ever. And I think I'll be doing the T100 in Daytona in December. That's gonna, or I don't think, I know, that's gonna be my next race. So I'm gonna just be prepping now until then. I think I have 18 weeks, and I'm just gonna get better. So I hope you guys enjoyed the backlog, and I hope we can like throw some B-roll in here so you guys can see like the struggles that I went through during this. But overall, I learned a lot, I got a lot better, and I definitely overcame some like serious mental struggle. So if it teaches you guys anything, it's don't fucking quit, because I literally almost quit 10 minutes into this and I ended up in second place in my age group. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.